Welcome to Soweto Kaizer Football. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon to be the first to get the latest news. Kaizer Chiefs midfielder Mduduzi Shabala speaks of the disappointment of losing a World Cup call-up with Bafana. Shabala got injured on the eve of the World Cup camp, which ruled him out of a place. Mduduzi Shabala could have been at the just-ended World Cup tournament with Bafana. The Kaizer Chiefs midfielder was in the frame of a call-up for the global spectacle when he got injured just before Hugo Bruce named his World Cup squad. "It was a very difficult moment for me," said Shabala during an interview with Puma South Africa. "I was disappointed because I had worked hard and had big goals for both my club and the national team. But I also knew that setbacks are part of football, so I focused on my recovery and stayed motivated, knowing my time will come again." Shabala is back with Chiefs from a pre-season tour in Spain, and he will likely feature on Sunday when they face Zimbabwean side, Scotland FC, in their last pre-season match. Related teams and leagues. It is not the best thing. Kaizer Chiefs, Pirates, Sundowns and company warned. Kaizer Chiefs, Mamelodi Sundowns, Orlando Pirates, and other Premier Soccer League clubs have been warned about overlooking local tacticians in favor of foreign ones. Some top talents like Fadla Davids, Rulani Mokoena, Steve Barker and recently Mankoba Minkathai have been given opportunities to coach outside the country. They joins a couple of coaches who are making an impact abroad. Minkathai argues that it is growth for an individual. He has questioned the long-term impact that it will have on the South African top tier. He feels it is not the best thing to see tacticians who could help the game grow in the country delivering abroad. Not a good thing for PSL. "I think it's good for us as individuals, but I don't think it's very good for South African football because a lot of prominent coaches are moving away from the league," Minkathai opened up to idiski Times. "You start to wonder what is going to happen in the next few years, because it is also important that we must also look at ourselves, our local league. But if our local league has to depend on foreign coaches, because most home-bred coaches are leaving, then I don't think it's the best thing. For me as an individual coach, though, it's always an opportunity to see what happens out there, to be part of another debut that I have always cherished from a distance. It's also a chance to see ourselves in the Champions League, because in South Africa there are only two opportunities to be in the Champions League. It's mainly Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates. And if you have that adrenaline and that rush in the Champions League, it's always nice to try and get yourself there," he concluded. The central defender made the switch to Naturena on a free transfer after his contract at Stellenbosch FC expired, and Gould believes the 27-year-old has come home in every sense. Moloisane brings to Chiefs, "Look, Soweto, Kaizer Chiefs has a way of finding their own, whether at a later stage, he's found his home, Meadowlands being his place of birth, and he's familiar with what the brand is, what the brand holds," Gould said on Kaizer Chiefs radio as quoted by Kickoff. The former SuperSport United man highlighted the defensive culture Moloisane brings with him from Cape Winelands, one Gould himself is familiar with through Zitha Quinika's earlier journey to Naturena. "The competition is going to be very stiff, he's going to take it to the next level because he comes from Stellenbosch," Zitha also. "So they come in with, 1, the work ethic, it's second to none. The physical readiness, Stellenbosch doesn't make mistakes on that," he added. Question mark over De Cruz at Kaizer Chiefs. Big question marks over Kaizer Chiefs' decision to appoint Fernando De Cruz as their new head coach remain, as there is a desperate need for stability after 8 coaching changes in 6 years. Kaizer Motaung and Fernando De Cruz, image, Kaizer Chiefs. The core argument is one of track record. The main criterion for Chiefs in their search for a new head coach should have been a coach who could build and stay with the team for the long haul. However, there are question marks on De Cruz's capacity to give the Glamour Boys stability, as, in addition to leaving the club's project when he came as Nasreddine Nabi's first assistant, the Frenchman has hardly stayed 2 seasons at clubs he has previously coached. Chiefs are still smarting from premature coaching exits in the last 6 seasons, as Gavin Hunt could not complete a campaign, and Stuart Baxter followed a similar pattern in his second stint in the 2021-22 season. Whether De Cruz can silence the doubters and provide the long-term stability Amakhosi so desperately crave remains the defining question hanging over Naturina as the 2026-27 campaign approaches. Joel Oliver. Author. Joel Oliver is a sports journalist covering South Africa, with 16 years in sports media and a bachelor's degree in communication. Focused on football analysis and responsible gambling, his work has appeared on Goal and Pulse Sports Kenya, and he is a regular football analyst on TV and radio. Popular content. EasyBet promo code EASFOOT, get our 5,000 bonus plus our 50 free bet, July 2026. Hollywood Bets promo code South Africa Hollyfoot, our 25 bonus plus 50 free spins. Betway sign-up code South Africa, use SPMAX for our 10 extra bet plus 10 free spins plus 10 free flights welcome pack, July 2026. Hollywood Bets app download and installation for Android and iOS in July 2026. Whether De Cruz can silence the doubters and provide the long-term stability Amakhosi so desperately crave remains the defining question hanging over Naturina as the 2026-27 campaign approaches. Joel Oliver. Author. Joel Oliver is a sports journalist covering South Africa, with 16 years in sports media and a bachelor's degree in communication. Focused on football analysis and responsible gambling, his work has appeared on Goal and Pulse Sports Kenya, and he is a regular football analyst on TV and radio. Popular content. EasyBet promo code EASFOOT, get our 5,000 bonus plus our 50 free bet, July 2026. Hollywood Bets promo code South Africa Hollyfoot, our 25 bonus plus 50 free spins. Betway sign-up code South Africa, use SPMAX for our 10 extra bet plus 10 free spins plus 10 free flights welcome pack, July 2026. Hollywood Bets app download and installation for Android and iOS in July 2026. Afrikfoot Kaizer Chiefs latest news. Kaizer Chiefs news today, new signing receives endorsement, De Cruz ? And more. You may also like. De Cruz tastes first loss as Kaizer Chiefs coach. Champions Orlando Pirates deliver against Cadiz. Live, Cadiz vs Orlando Pirates, score, updates and match commentary. Kaizer Chiefs transfer news, proven goal scorer on his way out. African football, our passion. Afrikfoot, with a rich history of over 13 years of covering African football and South African football, in particular, is a reliable source for information on events like the Africa Cup of Nations, PSL and CAF Champions League. The platform also keeps you up to date with Bafana news, as well as the latest about Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates and other star South African footballers. Betting. Sites with free spins. Sites with welcome bonuses. Best apps. Bookmaker reviews. Guides. Football news. PSL. Kaizer Chiefs. Orlando Pirates. Bafana. AFCON. Promo codes. Hollywood Bets promo code. Playa Bets promo code. EasyBet promo code. Betway sign-up code. TicTacBits promo code. About us. Kaizer Chiefs news today, new signing receives endorsement, De Cruz ? And more. The latest Kaizer Chiefs news in the last 24 hours, including an ex-defender lauding one of the new signings and key concerns over Fernando de Cruz's appointment ahead of the new season. I can tell them now, there's not a single club that has spoken to us about Malambi. So he is staying put. TS Galaxy boss Tim Sukazi has cleared the air regarding upcoming star player Seluliko Malambi's future after the player has been linked with Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando, pic.twitter.com/QXGJGFEH. Idiski Times, at Idiski Times, July 19, 202. An hour ago. Planning for life after football ? Former Kaizer Chiefs midfielder Innocent Kabila has commenced preparations for a future beyond his playing career. Moloisane receives big endorsement. Former Kaizer Chiefs defender Morgan Gould has opened up on what new signing Thabo Moloisane brings to the Glamour Boys. Kaizer Chiefs defender Thabo Moloisane. Photo, Kaizer Chiefs.